Okay. All right. So starter kit 101. We are going to first start this party with a little diffuser action. So if you have your diffuser already and you haven't used it yet, it's time to get it out of the box and not be afraid of it. If you've used it and you love it, excellent. And maybe you don't have a starter kit, I'm going to show you exactly what a diffuser does and how to use it. So one of the ways to get benefits from essential oils, the easiest way, I think, is to put them in a diffuser, because it basically puts out a fine mist and you are breathing in all of the particles of that essential oil, and it just is amazing. So we'll talk in a minute about like how oils get into your body, but I wanted to start with this because I don't have it running on purpose to show you guys, and I want it to be running while we're doing this. Okay, so this is the Desert Mist diffuser. This is one of the standard ones that comes with the premium starter kit. It is actually a really good, like, everyday diffuser. It's plastic on the outside. I used to love when people would do this. Side note. It's plastic on the outside, which for kids, like if you have kids especially that want to help to diffuse, this is a great way to keep it not from breaking. And so basically you're going to take this plastic part off. And then you're going to take this little lid off on top. You need both parts. Don't try to run one without the other. And then this is the water basin. So you're going to take any just good old tap water and you're going to fill it. There's a fill line in all of the diffusers. They all operate very similar. Like, so one, it's sort of a one size fits all. There's a fill line that you can kind of see right here, but inside it'll be a little more clear. In the Aria, there's like a little red dot. It's again very obvious. So you're going to fill it there, and then you're going to add your oils. You can do oils first and then water first, then oils. It doesn't make that big of a difference. Some people think they can tell a difference, but either I'm not really observant or that's just a crock of you know what. So just get the oils and the water in the diffuser. That's really all that matters. We don't need to obsess over the details, okay? There is no rocket science to diffusing. So you can do 5 drops, you can do 10 drops, you can do 5 different oils, you can just do 1 oil. You just have to figure out what works best for you. If you have never diffused before, you can start small, where you just kind of put a few drops in and see how you feel about it. Diffusing oils is going to feel very differently than burning a candle, and the fact that a candle is a very strong smell of fragrance, okay? Fragrance is really sweet. It's usually really exaggerated because it's made in a factory with chemicals. When you're diffusing oils, it's the actual scent that these chemicals, fragrances, are made after. So it's a much cleaner, earthier, purer scent. But sometimes you need a little bit more oil to get like the pack that you're looking for. So if you feel like, hey, I can't really smell this as much, add more oils. Your body will adjust. Like now, I used to burn like 2 Anthropologie candles all the time in my house. I can't even like walk by an Anthropologie anymore without being like, holy moly. Because your body adjusts to that. Just like anything else, it's like smell is so acquired, and we basically ramp our systems up to tolerate such a high sense of artificial fragrance. And when you stop using that, when you take that out of your life and you eliminate all of those chemicals in your body's resistance to it is much stronger. You feel like, oh my gosh, this is really, really strong. I don't need that much. So we're just going to do 5 drops of Citrus Fresh. This comes in your starter kit and is a combination of all the citrus oils with some spearmint, I believe, and it's just like a really, really good clean smell. And then you're going to put this lid on. It clicks into place right here. You can see it. There's a little like pocket that it clicks in. And then you're going to put this lid back on. And then with the Desert Mist and with a lot of the diffusers, I know the Dewdrop works similarly. The Aria has like a remote for buttons, but you're going to have a power button. And then you're also going to have a light button. So you guys can see if you can see this. I don't know if you can see the mist. Smells so good. Don't shy away from taking a big old deep breath, guys. So there's 3 settings. There is a high, medium, and low. So the high will run full on like this. And then the medium will go intermittently. I can't remember the time gaps. I think it's 30 seconds. And then the low will go on for a minute, off for a minute, I believe are the 3 different time settings. So you just hit it twice for the medium and then 3 times for the low. And then the first time you turn it on, it's on the high setting. And then you can also change I have my like camera light on, but you can change the light settings. So the Desert Mist specifically has this candle flicker that looks so pretty, especially like in the evening or whatever. If you're feeling like you want that like cozy glow, this is an awesome way to get that. And then you can of course scan through all the other colors. So that is the diffuser. Okay, you guys, we're going to backtrack now and we're going to dive into oils, teach you guys a little bit more about the oils in your starter kit and just oils in general. I don't know about you guys, but for me, when I purchased my starter kit, I didn't really know that much about oils. I knew that like they might help me sleep, or, you know, we all get into oils essentially for essentially, no pun intended, you guys, we all get into oils for like a pain point, essentially. Like if you are like having trouble sleeping, or maybe you are feeling like you are overwhelmed, or you want to eliminate chemicals, or you got into oils because of the thieves or whatever. But there's so much more to it. So basically oils are part of a plant. They're from the leaves or the rind or the flowers or whatever. And they are distilled basically, and the molecules then like are so tiny that they are diffused into the air, and we can roll them on our body, or some of them we can ingest. And so within 2 minutes, they can be found in our bloodstream. 20 minutes, they've affected every single cell in our body. So it's really important to understand that these are very powerful. These are not just like random oils that you're going to buy at the grocery store. It's a very different thing. They are strong. They are really, really, really concentrated. So you need to dilute them. There is a safety aspect of this that we don't want to overlook. We have to be really cautious of being smart about our oils. And one of the best things for you guys is that you have joined a team, a larger team, not just my team specifically, but we are part of a larger team that is really, really, really focused on education and resources and making sure that you guys know what you're doing, because there's really nothing worse than buying something for $165 and then not knowing what to do with it. But also you don't want to buy something and feel like, am I going to like hurt myself? Am I going to hurt my kids? Like it's important to know what you're doing. So step one, you're here. That's really important and a really good thing. Let's see. Okay, so there's 3 different ways to use your oils in your starter kit. You can diffuse them, like I just showed you. This is awesome if you want to make your house smell good, if you are, wanting to use something for sleep, especially in the winter, if you're using something for respiratory support. There's so many different benefits to diffusing, but it's definitely like the easiest way and the most like accessible way to just kind of breathe your oils in and smell them and feel them. The next way that you can use oils is topically. So topically, you guys saw me do this in the beginning of the class. This has oils in it with what's called a carrier oil. So a carrier oil is just another oil of some form, whether it's almond oil or jojoba oil or coconut oil, another oil that bonds with your essential oils and dilutes them, and like dilutes meaning like it's going to make them safer to apply to your body, but also stretches them, makes them last longer, makes them, safe to apply and all that kind of stuff. So when you can apply, you'll hear the term neat. Neat means like without a carrier oil directly to your skin. And there are some oils that we apply neat. Frankincense would be one of those. It's an awesome oil to put directly on your skin for wrinkles and fine lines. There's quite a few oils that you can use neat. If you don't know, never hesitate to dilute. I feel like that should be like a phrase, sort of like, click it or ticket. Like, if you guys come up with a good phrase, put it in the comments, dilute or something. Like, when in doubt, dilute, okay? When in doubt, dilute. This is our new phrase. So if you feel like, gosh, I don't know, like, is this safe? Just dilute it. There's no harm in that, okay? When in doubt, dilute, you guys. Don't try to copy that. That is the next Magic Mamas t-shirt. So, okay, so, and then the third way that you, well, actually, let me rewind for just a second. When you're using oils topically, one thing that people ask all the time is like, where should I put oils? And we actually have a graphic coming sometime this week, hopefully, with like a body chart, basically. And it's going to show you like benefits to applying oils in different ways on different places of your body. A couple things. Our bodies hold emotion. They physically hold so much. So if you are feeling like I'm having, I'm trying to balance out my thyroid, or I am having sore muscles, that makes sense to apply oils topically, like to your thyroid or to those muscles. When it's an emotional support oil, it's sometimes a little bit harder, or when you're trying to target something with your kids and you're like, I'm not going to roll something on the rash on their face, but like, I'm trying to figure this out. There's different places. So the bottom of your feet is the safest place probably to roll oils. It's the toughest skin, but the biggest pores. So if you have a little tiny baby, or if you are like, man, this stuff makes me kind of nervous or whatever, start with the bottom of your feet. That's a really safe way. You're probably not going to do much harm if you are rolling oils on the bottom of your feet. We roll a lot of oils on our wrists. This is thin skin, so it's absorbed easily. Over our heart for emotions, behind your neck and ears for tension. There's so many different ways. So a good like resource, just look in the groups. If you're reading something, usually it'll say like, hey, this is a great roller, apply it here, you know? But oftentimes, especially for like the emotional support oils and stuff, you want to be able to smell it. So if you're like rolling it on your like right hip, you're probably not going to get as much emotional support as if you're like rolling it right behind your ears and you're breathing it in and feeling it. Side note, your right hip might be a great place to roll oils. I just have not tried it, but stay tuned. I'll let you guys know how it goes next time I try it. And then the last way that you can use oils, and Young Living oils specifically, is to ingest them. Again, you have to be aware that the Young Living oils are so different than oils. They're not the oils that you're going to buy at like Target or Whole Foods or whatever. They are what's called seed to seal. So this is Young Living's like quality control promise. I have been with this company for almost 3 years, you guys. I can promise that they are product over profit. They are people over profit. They are so much about quality. It will blow your mind. Like they take it very, very seriously, and go to great lengths to make sure that their product is the top notch. So when you are ingesting oils, some oils come with a white label that's called a Vitality oil. They're all free promos this month. So Vitality oils look like this. They have a white label versus a colored label. And that's Young Living's way of being like, hey, this oil could be safe to ingest. It's approved by the FDA for ingestion or consumption, basically. That's not to go say like, hey, go drink a bottle of lemon oil or whatever, because, maybe that's not going to go so great. However, the oils that are in, this is Citrus Fresh, for example. So this is Citrus Fresh and this is Citrus Fresh. It's the same oil in here. This is the same. It's just basically them saying like, hey, it's safe. You could do the same thing with this one, but we want to be like, very clear that that's why they've labeled them with the white bottle. So if you have, let's just take Thyme, for example. If you have a bottle of Thyme that's a green label, it's going to be the same oil as the bottle of Thyme with the white label. So certain ways to ingest oils, you can put them in, Young Living sells vegetable capsules you can put oils in. You can put them in your water. A lot of people take them sublingually under their tongue. You can bake with them and cook with them. There's so many different ways. If you are, working on your gut health, a lot of people put a drop of Digest under their tongue. Copaiba is a vitality oil that you can rub directly on gums for teething. There's just lots of different uses like that. Clove is incredible for like tooth pain. There's a lot of dentists actually that use clove oil for like pain relief or canker sores and that kind of stuff. Okay. So those are kind of the 3 ways that you are going to use the oils in your starter kit. Let me make sure. I'm going to jump into all the oils in the kit, but I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay. Do you guys have any questions before I kind of move into what's in your starter kit? Ask away in the chat if you do. All right. Okay, you guys, are you ready for this? So if you got a kit other than the other than the premium starter kit, maybe you got the welcome home kit, maybe you got a thieves kit, this will kind of, you're not going to get everything covered, but this will get you started at least. And then if you have a question about a specific oil, maybe you got the welcome home kit and you're like, what does this do? Let me know in the comment or in the chat and I can help you guys. But we're going to go over the premium starter kit tonight because I think a lot of you guys got that, and it's just a really amazing, amazing kit. So this is what it looks like when you get it in the mail, this cute little white box. The best suggestion I can tell you guys right out of the gate, do not keep your oils in this cute little white box. Take them all out. Empty this whole thing, dump it out on your counter, whatever you have to do, and put it somewhere that you can see it. Buy a cute shelf. I mean, hello, do we all love a reason to buy something cute? Buy a tray, like do something where you are going to see these products on your counter, buy your diffuser. You're going to see the Ningxia in your fridge, whatever it takes for you to use this stuff. Because again, there's nothing worse than spending money on something you're not going to use. And this is this is creating new habits. This does become a lifestyle, and you're going to start reaching for your oils as second nature, but you have to start using them first. It's not going to be second nature for you to like whip out some Citrus Fresh at 6 a.m. and fill your diffuser. If you've never done that before, you're going to probably going to feel like a total hippie at first, which is awesome. Like it's going to feel great. But eventually it's going to be total second nature, and your kids are going to be like, Mom, why isn't the diffuser on? Let me get my coffee in first. So take them out of the box, put them on something, and start experimenting, okay? We're just gonna dive right in, you guys. So the number one oil we're gonna go with is lemon oil. This is a vitality oil. It is amazing for, you can put this in your water, you can diffuse it. It's a good oil to add to your thieves cleaner. If you're trying to get rid of like sticky things, it will do the job. If you have girls that use those little elastic hair ties, a drop of lemon will literally dissolve that in their hair so that you no longer have to fight about like ripping those out of their hair. Lemon oil is just like a really good versatile oil. Couple things to note. Citrus oils can be photosensitive. So if I were to drop lemon on my skin and go out in the sun, it could discolor your skin. So you want to be careful about putting these on. Lemon oil will also feel like kind of stingy to your skin. It's very acidic, right? And so you want to be cautious about that. But pretty much anything you need like removed, whether it's a sticker or like temporary tattoos, all that kind of stuff, lemon will do the job on that. So it's a really good, like it'll fill the hole of a lot of products in your home, Goo Gone being one of them. Peppermint oil. Okay, so this is another vitality oil that's put a drop or two in your brownies. It's amazing. But peppermint is really, really great in the diffuser as well. It smells really good with lemon in your diffuser. It is incredible for nausea. Maybe you're pregnant, you have morning sickness. It's so good for that. We put a drop on a cotton ball in the car. If we're doing a road trip or anything like that, it smells so fresh and so clean. It's also incredible for like head tension or just any sort of feeling like that. You just take a drop or two on your fingertips and you rub it over your temples. It will smell spicy, as my kids say, like it'll make your eyes water a little bit, but it is instant relief. It's honestly incredible. And peppermint is also really great for like focus. So a lot of times if I'm like right before I work out, or if I am like sitting down to do some stuff, I will take a couple drops of peppermint in my hands like this and just rub them right on the back of my neck. It gives like a little bit of a tingly sensation, which just feels really good. Okay, Citrus Fresh. We talked about this a second ago. This is the first one that I always tell people to stick in your diffuser. Put 5 drops in your diffuser. Just give it all the good smells. You can put this on the drops of your vacuum filter, which will make your whole house. It's like a natural air freshener in your entire house. Citrus Fresh is amazing on dryer balls. If you are drying your clothes, instead of using dryer sheets, which can be really, really toxic. Not can be, they are. Let's just face the facts, friends. They might smell like lavender fields of white crisp linen or whatever your scent is, but they are not safe. They're not good for you. So put some Citrus Fresh on some dryer balls. That will be life-changing for you. Digize is probably the stinkiest oil in the starter kit, but it is the one oil that you do not want to leave your house without, because you guys, Digize is incredible for stomach aches. If you overate, if you're hungover, any of those things, like Digize is just incredible for giving your stomach ache like so much ease. It's also really great for gut health. This is one of those ones I was talking about that people will put under their tongue and just like helps with digestion. If you have kids that are constipated, maybe you're constipated, Digize is really, really good for that as well. That's one of those ones though that you will want to dilute, especially with the little ones. There is so we have a whole line called Kid Sense, and you can actually, there's a Kid Sense line or Kid Sense oil called Tummy Jize. That's basically Digize's like baby sister. And it smells actually way better and works really great for tummy aches as well. Okay, you guys, Thieves is our immune support powerhouse. This is a blend of different oils and it smells like the fall, Christmassy. It's what all of our cleaners are based off of, all that kind of stuff. This is going to be an oil that you do not want to be without come fall and all of the things going around and everything. So here's what you can do with these. You can put it in your diffuser. It helps purify the air in your home, will make it smell really good. You can add orange oil to it if you have that, or even Citrus Fresh smells really good with Thieves. but you want to make a roller with this. So this is actually going to be our giveaway tonight. We're giving away a box of these really cute root and petal rainbow rollers, all sorts of different color lids. They're really fun. But here's what you want to do with these. So you're going to take 5 drops of thieves, 5 drops of lemon, and 5 drops of frankincense. These all come in your kit. And you are going to put them in the bottom of this, and then you're going to top it with fractionated coconut oil. Remember the carrier oil we talked about earlier? Fractionated just means that it stays liquid versus like solidifying in like the giant tub that you get from Costco, right? It's going to stay liquid, so you're not going to be like, sorry, what's happening here? So 5 drops of each of those, and then you're going to top it with coconut oil, and you're going to put the lid on it. And it's going to look like this. I don't have all my pieces out, but it's going to look like this. Every single day, if you have little ones, even if it's just you, you're going to roll this on your body. The key here is consistency. And what it's going to do is it's going to help your body. It's going to basically equip you to fight off germs and bacteria and all this kind of stuff that can build up in our bodies. If you use this one time, you're not going to notice a difference. But we have noticed a massive difference in our home. And one of the reasons I think I love sharing about this stuff is because it's made such a difference. We have 5 kids, and somebody was always sick just because they're at school and they're touching things and licking things and God knows what. So when we started using oils, I was like, gosh, this is crazy. Like, I feel like the kids are just not getting sick as much. And we rolled thieves on up their spines and on the bottoms of their feet every single night before bed. If you feel like, gosh, that's a lot. Okay, this is called habit stacking. You're going to take this and you're going to find a habit that you already do. So maybe, hopefully, you're brushing your kids' teeth every night. You're going to stick the thieves roller or the wellness roller right by their toothbrush so that while they're brushing their teeth, you're going to roll it up and down their spine and on the bottoms of their feet. Our kids love to do this themselves. They think it's like the coolest thing ever. So empower your kids. Let them be like, hey, we're going to put our thieves roller on. This is going to help our body. This is going to help us protect ourselves. We're going to help us stay healthy. It is so good for you, you guys. So thieves is a really important one to implement into that daily routine and just get in the habit of constantly using it. We diffuse this all fall long. If somebody's under the weather, I am putting this on them every two hours, like on the bottoms of their feet. You can make a tea with thieves oil. You can like just put a couple drops in like some hot water with some lemon. And it is just going to do miracles for your body. It's incredible. Okay. All right. Pan Away is next. Pain away is sort of the rule of thumb here. This is basically like icy hot in a bottle. So it's going to help a ton with like sore muscles, aches and pains. A lot of people with arthritis use this. It's great. Like you can either put it in the bath with some Epsom salts, or you can make a rub out of it. You can just put it in a roller and roll it directly over those sore muscles. There are people that use it straight up, but you want to be cautious of that because again, it's called a hot oil. So it's going to feel like spicy hot on your skin. Fun fact, if you take Pan Away and Stress Away, which comes in the bottom of your starter kit, these two, and put them in your diffuser together, it smells legit like a root beer float. It's wild. It smells so good though. The kids think it's like a really fun party trick. All right, frankincense, which maybe is my favorite, maybe my second favorite, I don't know, oil in the starter kit. So frankincense looks like this and is an incredible grounding oil. And if you guys think I sound like a total hippie, I promise, like I am not like a hippie mom, but sometimes you feel like you just need like a deep breath. You need to like gather yourself. Frankincense is amazing for that. It's sort of like just that like first sip of wine in the evening, or like that first sip of coffee in the morning. Like it just feels so good. And so the way to use like an oil for like grounding purposes or like emotional support calming is you can just take a couple drops and rub it in your hand, take some deep breaths, and your brain will start to associate when you say like, okay, like you have an affirmation, or like, you know, you're gathering yourself, you're putting your intentions towards the smell. Your brain develops a neural pathway. And what happens is anytime you smell that, your brain's going to signal like it's time to calm down, like, you know, chill the heck out, or you're okay, or whatever emotion you are channeling towards. And it's the most powerful tool ever. It will blow your mind. It's honestly incredible. So frankincense is great for that. But frankincense is actually what some like to call nature's Botox, you guys, which is kind of fun. So I am deathly afraid of needles and probably have no intention of getting Botox ever, just because of the needle factor, if anything else. But frankincense is something that you can put on your skin. So you can put it neat on your skin, like we talked about, directly on your skin. It smells really, really good. You can roll it directly over your fine lines, your wrinkles, your crow's, whatever those are called, crow's feet, all those things. But we also make a glow serum out of this. So this is another thing that I'm like trying to look around and see if I have one. Hold on. I'll show you guys what this looks like. 1 second. Okay. So this is what a glow serum looks like. This one has blue tansy in it, which is another oil you can add to these, but you don't have to. So this is jojoba oil, which is a carrier oil that most naturally mimics your skin's natural oils. And so when you put, you're going to put jojoba oil on your face, and it's going to feel like you've rubbed oil on your face, but it's going to absorb beautifully. And we call this a glow serum because you're going to add 20 drops of frankincense to this jojoba oil. You get it on Amazon, you guys. It's very inexpensive. And this is dropper bottles from Amazon, but you can also just put the frankincense directly in the jojoba oil bottle, okay? And you're gonna just put like a quarter size amount in the palm of your hand after you've, washed your face, gotten out of the shower, whatever, and you're gonna rub it on your skin. This has single-handedly changed the way my skin feels, the way my skin looks. I used to get like really, really dry, like tight skin, especially in the summer, like when you're like exposed to the sun a lot. I feel like my skin would get really dull, and this combination is so amazing. So I highly suggest you guys try this. It honestly makes your skin glow. Frankincense has been like touted for many years, helping with skin. So try that. Don't be afraid of putting an oil on your skin. A lot of times your skin is producing oil because it's it basically is dry. Like it is. So when you're giving it oil, it's actually like refreshing it versus feeling like the opposite. Like I'm adding more oil to my already oily skin. Okay. Lavender oil is obviously the #1 oil for sleep that you hear about. It's awesome for sleep, helps your body actually produce more melatonin, which is why it works so well for that. But it's also kind of the Swiss Army knife of oil. So it's great for like minor cuts and scrapes, bee stings. It's so good for bee stings. We always have this on hand in the summer if somebody gets bit or stung or whatever. It's just a really good oil for that. And it also smells good in like pretty much all the diffuser blends. It's just a really warm, soft oil for diffusing. And then Raven. So this one is if you have little ones under the age of 6, you don't want to use Raven with them. But this is amazing and something you're going to want to have on hand in the fall if you are, sinuses, congestion, all that kind of stuff. Put it in the diffuser, put a few drops on the bottom of the shower floor. It will just kind of like, when you take a deep breath of something really kind of like minty, it's going to just do that for your body. It's going to just clear all that kind of stuff out. So Raven is awesome for that. We also have made a chest rub out of Raven before. So taking some not fractionated coconut oil, you would take like actual real coconut oil that's solid or like a paste almost. And you can just you can either make this pre-made or like if you, let's just say in the winter you have a really like bad cough, you can take some coconut oil and 4 or 5 drops of Raven and rub it together and then just rub it over your chest, and it's going to help a ton. Okay, you guys, Valor is a great emotional support oil. It's sort of how I talked about with frankincense. Valor is like liquid courage though. This is actually a blend of oils that they would give the Roman soldiers before they would go out and like go fight battle basically. And that is the blend that this is made of. And it is so amazing for emotional support, big worries, fears, all that kind of stuff. We travel with this. If you guys have been on my classes before, you've probably heard me talk about our oldest son, who's just like kind of a little worry wart. I hesitate with that term, but you know what I mean. He's just got lots of feelings and emotions, and he loves Valor. We made a roller for him with this. We put frankincense in it, and some orange oil, which citrus oils and orange specifically like promote happy feelings in your body. And so we made a roller for him, and has made a world of difference, and him empowering himself, or us empowering him to deal with his emotions, but also him feeling like he's capable of supporting himself if he needs it. So Valor's a really awesome one and a great one to just kind of use consistently and, stick with those affirmations, or just feeling like I'm using this oil in hopes that like I'm going to feel calmer or less stressed or less anxious or whatever, and just continuing to use it and create those neural pathways in your brain. Smell is our most powerful sense when it comes to emotions. Okay, 2 more oils in here and I'll show you the rest of the goodies that come underneath this. So Stress Away and Peace and Calming serve very similar purposes. They smell very different though, so that's probably why they're both in here. Stress Away is like Young Living's version of vanilla, basically. It's kind of limey, vanilla, really warm, and smells so good in the diffuser, but basically stress away, you guys. Like that's the whole point of it. It's just a feel-good oil. It smells good in the diffuser. You can roll it on. A lot of people, if you wear diffuser jewelry, like wood beads or leather jewelry or anything like that, will wear Stress Away as like a natural perfume. It just smells really good. And then Peace and Calming, we call this the tantrum tamer in our house. But if you have little ones with big feelings and just a tendency to lash out from time to time, anybody else, just me? Peace and Calming is really good, but rubbed behind their ears and just like telling them like, it's okay, take a deep breath, calm down. I also love Peace and Calming in the diffuser with orange. I think it smells so good. It's kind of like our signature house scent. We always have Peace and Calming with orange going. So that is those 2. You will also get one of these, 1 or 2, I can't remember how many come in the starter kit now. One of these roller tops. So you can put this directly on an oil and roll it on that way. So I would suggest you could either, frankincense would be an awesome one to put this on, but also Peace and Calming is where we have it. You can buy these from Young Living like separately. I believe they might be out of stock right now, but normally you can buy these and just pop it on and it makes any like straight up bottle like this, it will make it turn it into a roller essentially. So it's kind of a fun little add-on. Okay. A couple other things you're going to get in your starter kit, you guys. Yes, Ryan Valor is such a game changer. Okay, you're going to get Ningxia Red, which looks like baby food, but it's totally not. It is actually an incredible wellness beverage, basically, which sounds so strange, but let me just tell you guys. So Ningxia Red is made from goji berries, wolfberries, basically. And it is full of antioxidants, which help filter out like lots of toxins from your body, trace minerals, vitamins, all sorts of incredible things for you. So one of the ways I love to use Ningxia Red is I'm not sitting eating like crazy amounts of anything healthy, probably as much as I should be. So Ningxia Red is a really good way to fill your body with all of those nutrients that you're not getting. Are you ready for what's in Ningxia Red, you guys? 1 ounce of Ningxia Red, 1 ounce, okay? This is 2 ounces. Contains the antioxidant power of 4 pounds of carrots, 2 quarts carrot juice, 8 oranges, 1 pint of orange juice, 2 pounds of beets, 2 cups of beet juice, 3 cups of raspberries, and 2 cups of blueberries. This stuff is jam-packed with all the good things that you want. We give this to our kids. They love it. It tastes sort of like a tart berry juice. I drink it with, like I'll put an ounce or 2 or 4, whatever, in the bottom of a glass of ice and then just top it with sparkling water. And instead of like having an afternoon coffee, which was like my go-to every single day, we just have like our afternoon Ningxia. We call it the afternoon delight. Different kind of afternoon delight, but equally as lovely. Actually, probably better. It's all women on here, right? It's way better than afternoon delight. Let's not lie. But you guys, it is so, so good for you. 18 amino acids, 21 trace minerals, vitamins B1, B2, B6, and vitamin E. So you'll get this, you'll have access to this if you are in our group. This is a Ningxia Red card that has like all sorts of information on it about Ningxia. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a really long time to drink this because of the packaging. I was like so weirded out by it. But once I started, I was like, you feel energy, it helps with focus, it helps with so much. If you're nursing, it helps a ton with milk production. There are some really cool studies if you're pregnant. It is really great for your placenta. We have a midwife on our team and she said some of the healthiest placentas that she sees are moms who've drinking Ningxia. It's just really, really good for your body and your kids. Okay. So that's the 411 on that. You're going to get Thieves hand sanitizer. It might look like a different packaging. I know that they ran out of these given the current times we're in. So it might be like single size packaging, but these will eventually be back. And then you're going to get Thieves spray. So you can think about this sort of like a disinfectant spray that you might spray on like shopping cart handles or door handles, your cell phone, kind of wherever you want to be clean to the touch. And it's just a good non-toxic alternative and then to like some of those other toxic sprays out there. Okay. So that is what is in your starter kit. Obviously a ton of information and a ton of product, which is awesome. You get like over $400 worth of product in $165 package. Let me answer this before I jump into the next thing we're going to talk about. Roller Top on Stress Away. Okay, so the rollers that Young Living actually sells, they have pre-made rollers. I don't think I have one sitting out on my desk. Some of them are the straight oil, and some of them actually have the carrier oil on it. So you want to go look in the ingredients. I believe there's one or two that are I think like the Breathe Again one is this just the oil, but then like the Valor one, I believe, has a carrier oil in it. So there's different. You just have to look at the ingredients. The pre-made rollers are amazing. There's one called Tranquil that is like my favorite sleep support oil ever in the world. It smells so good, you guys. Okay, so when you get your starter kit, one of the things that I think is really important to understand is that you are not just buying this and like being left out in the dust and hope you survive, hope you figure this one out. If you guys are not yet in our, hi Jordan, nice to see your face on here. If you guys are not in our Facebook groups yet, make sure that you do that. If you follow me on Instagram, the link for our Facebook group is in my profile. So here's the scoop. The Facebook groups are places that you want to pour yourself into. They have resources for learning about your products. We have tons of classes. We have graphics, just like, stuff like this that you can have access to. You can share with people. We have, if you are interested in the business side of this, there's more like mentorships and classes and videos and tons of information there. We really like, our goal is that you feel like you are equipped and educated and know how to use this stuff. But the other thing is, you guys, this is like an incredible community. There's nothing else out there like this, especially online. Like things get like, just strange, and especially right now. And this community is like empowering and supportive and incredible and encouraging. And if you are looking for a community, if you're looking for women to like, run with, whether it's just through parenting, whether it's through business, whatever, it exists in these groups. We are the fastest growing team in Young Living. All of Young Living, our like overall team is, which is incredible. And that I really credit to the fact that we have resources for days. We have a beautiful community, a beautiful culture that is just like, people are here for you. So if you have questions, ask them in the Facebook groups. There's search bars in all of these groups. If you go into our Facebook group, and you click about, it links to all of the other groups that you guys can have access to. I mean, you could have access to 25 groups if you wanted. I would start small, and like, you can work your way up. If there's something you're looking for and you don't find it in one group, go and join another group or whatever. But if you want a ton of information, it's there. If you don't want a ton of information, that is okay. There's, everybody does kind of runs with this differently. But make sure that you know how to use your product. And the other thing that's really important is to try other stuff. So if lavender doesn't work for you for sleep, try something else. There's so many different combinations. Oils work to the chemistry of our body. So you want to be like mindful of that and understand that like what might work for your best friend is not always going to work for you. Some people love frankincense on their face, and some people use the orange blossom face wash. Some people love lavender for sleep. For some people, it makes them like crazy. So you have to just be mindful of that and like understand that if it's not a one size fits all, and you have to keep trying products. One of the things I love so much about Young Living is they're like the pioneer in this industry, and they have so many different products. They have makeup, they have cleaning products, they have kids products, they have a baby line, they have skincare. There is like everything. So when you are thinking of like, you've bought your oils, and maybe you're getting rid of your candles, or maybe you're getting rid of your Clorox cleaner or whatever it is, you have to understand that you can switch out everything in your house over time. And that is not an overnight process. It's not something that you like, everybody here, like I've been doing this for 3 years, and yeah, we don't have like, we have all Young Living in our house, but it took me probably at least a year to like switch over products. And when you start to realize like what's in your products and what you're using, or like how you feel better when you're using cleaner products, there's so many things that go into like the toxins in our products and stuff like that. And you'll start to notice a difference. Then you slowly can start to move over, and you slowly can start to use cleaner stuff. One of the best and easiest and most cost-efficient ways to do that is Essential Rewards, which a lot of you guys are on already. If you're a member, if you're not a member yet, obviously you're not on it. That would make any sense. But Essential Rewards is basically just Young Living's like way of allowing you to order monthly and get rewards for it. So you spend $50 or more on your own products every month, and then you get like benefits back. So you're going to get free products depending on how much you spend. So it starts, if you spend 100 or more, you get like a free oil. If you spend 190, you get 2 free products. If you spend 250, I think it's 3, and then so on and so forth. But if you think about this, if you're switching all your products over to Young Living, so let's just say you're going to Target and you're buying your household cleaner once a month, and you maybe buying some laundry detergent, and you're buying some dryer sheets, and you're buying your some makeup and all of these things, like that stuff adds up really quickly. When you switch that over to Young Living, we call this the ditch and switch. When you switch those products over, you start, taking that budget from Target and you're moving it to Young Living. The benefit of being on this monthly, like essential rewards, is that you're going to get all of these free products. So it's going to build your oils collection and your, diffuser collection, basically. Some months it's oil, some months it's like supplements, or, they do all sorts of different stuff. Every month it's like seasonal. But you're also going to get money back. So Young Living, for the first 3 months that you're on essential rewards, you get 10% back. And then after that, you get 20% back. So if you're spending $100 a month on product, you're getting $20 back to spend the next month. It's just an account credit that shows up on your page. You're getting $20 back. And then you're also getting a free oil with that order. So it actually makes a ton of sense versus the 5% you're getting back at Target, plus the lovely display of chemicals that you're getting with all those products. So it totally makes sense, you guys. And it honestly, it's like a very low, commitment thing. I think people are so hesitant to sign up for anything, which I totally understand, because it's like impossible to cancel. It's impossible to, like, you feel like it's an auto thing. You're getting charged. You're not, you don't get to change whatever. You can change the date that this ships. You can change how much is in your order. You can change whatever you want in your order. You can skip months. You can cancel with a click of a button. You can sign back up. There's really, like, it's extremely flexible and not something like to be afraid of. It's something that I always say, like, sign up and try it for a couple months and see if you like it. If you don't like it, you can like cancel. You don't have to like own up to anybody or anything like that. You just click like cancel essential rewards. A lot of times people don't cancel though, because they start to switch products over, and it makes like a lot of sense. So for us, we spend like $300 on products every month to get all of the free products. We have 7 people in our family, but then because of that, we're getting $60. Well, we actually earn 20. The longer you're on it, the more you earn. So we earn 25% back now. So we're getting 75. I'm like doing the math in my head. We're getting $75 back every month. And so we go and buy like all of our laundry detergent, or I'll buy like all of, like our body wash and our hair shampoo or whatever. Or sometimes I'll buy like a bunch of gifts. You guys, you'll get so much for this. So it makes a lot of sense. As far as like what's next to order after your starter kit, there is, again, like tons and tons of product. This graphic is in our Facebook group, but I'll just go through a couple of my favorite things to add after your starter kit that I think are kind of like must-haves outside of what comes in the kit. So Thieves Household Cleaner, obviously you guys know this is like a no-brainer. If you guys have not heard of Thieves, it's basically just like a household cleaner that does everything. This is the only cleaner that we use in our house. And I mean that very sincerely. I'm not like, oh, this is all we use. Like literally we have 1 bottle of Thieves that we use. We make like spray bottles out of for the entire house. So a bottle of Thieves concentrate, it's a concentrate is, I can't remember. It's like 14 ounces, I think. It's $22. And you can make 30 spray bottles from this, you guys. 30 freaking spray bottles. So it's like under $1 per spray bottle. And we have one in the bathroom. We have one in the kitchen. We keep one on the back patio. Like we keep one in the car. You can use Thieves for everything, from windows and floors, countertops, everything. And it is as good as anything else you're going to use. You raw chicken juice, you name it. Like it's going to do all of the things. There are tons and tons of like, bacteria, petri dish studies, all that kind of stuff, if you want to find that online. But it fits the bill for like a clean, non-toxic household cleaner in all the ways. Purification is an oil blend that will help like bad smells. So we put this in like the diaper genie. We'll put this in, like, you can put some drops in the vacuum cleaner, the bottom of the garbage, like anywhere. If you've cooked like bacon or Brussels sprouts or whatever, put that in the diffuser. Bergamot is sort of like a vanilla-ish smell, so that will warm up any oil, like diffuser blend, make it smell kind of cozier. Orange masks the smell of strong oil. So let's say you're diffusing, I'm trying to think of an example. Maybe like the smell of Thieves is really strong for you at first. If you put orange with it, it's going to make it like smell like less strong. The Kid Sense oils are an absolute must. If you have little ones, there's a Sniffle Ease, which is great for runny noses and congestion and stuff like that. In the winter, there is one for tummy aches. There's one for sleep. There's one for like cuts and scrapes. And then there's another one for focus called Genius. That is awesome, especially if you're homeschooling this year or e-learning or whatever, rubbing that on the back of their little neck is so helpful for focus. The Luscious Lemon Foaming Hand Soap is one of Young Living's like new smells, and it's, if you like Bath and Body Works, if you like strong fragrancy like smells, the Luscious Lemon is an awesome way to kind of get that without all of the fake fragrance. The Tranquil Roll-On, which I talked about. Rose Ointment is sort of like a Vaseline for dry, chapped skin, like any like eczema, stuff like that. It's basically like like a healing ointment with the power of rose oil, which is really, really amazing for skin. And then tea tree oil, great for skin blemishes, acne, and just kind of smells like the spa. And then grapefruit just smells like delicious summer, all the goodness. Okay. So those are products that I highly recommend. If you are on Essential Rewards, add some of those to your order. If you're not, I would encourage you to try it and just see how you like it. There is no harm in trying it out. And if you decide it's not for you, that is okay. Nobody's going to like track you down and be like, why'd you not sign up for ER? Like, we want you to live with your oils. We don't want to be like annoying. That's the literal worst thing ever. Okay, you guys, let me answer this question. And then if you guys have any other questions, feel free to ask them before we close out. Okay, so the value of the premium starter kit, if you bought products individually, I believe is like 420 something. I don't know exactly. But one thing to note is that if you feel like you're using a lot of these oils, you can always buy another starter kit, or you can, just continue to add oils and products to your monthly order. Some of the oils will last a really long time. They don't expire or anything like that. And some of them you'll breeze through pretty quickly. But you're paying for quality. You're paying for like pure essential oils. You can go buy a bottle of lavender oil at Target for $3 versus, what is it, $15 or something like that at Young Living. But you are not getting the same product. It's not going to have the efficacy. It's not going to smell the same. It's going to have like additives and chemicals in it. It's an unregulated industry in that way. And so nobody's like cross-checking like what's in that. And so Young Living, their purity is so, so important to remember. I think that's it, you guys. I just want to encourage you. Where can you find the Zoom recordings? I have them all saved. If there's a specific one, just message me. I haven't figured out yet where we're going to store all of those, probably on YouTube, on a YouTube channel. So 2 more things really quickly. I want to encourage you guys. This is a slow change. This is a lifestyle. This is something that people use from now till forever. Okay. This is not something that somebody buys like a starter kit and uses it for like a few weeks and like decides, oh, that's cool. Great. There are people that like live and die by these products. They use them for the rest of their life. And I encourage you guys to really pour yourself into like this wellness journey. And I know that sounds corny, but like truly you want this to become like a first line of defense. We still use medicine in our house. We still see doctors. We do all of those things. But there's nothing more empowering as a mom, as a human, as a woman, like to be able to say like, hey, I'm struggling with, my hormones, or I'm struggling with sleep. And instead of like running to the doctor to solve those things, I have a first line of defense. I'm going to reach for my oils first. Or instead of like, waiting till my kids get sick, we always like to say we're going to be proactive instead of reactive. We're going to do our best to support our immune systems. We're going to do our best to support our skin, or to support, eliminating chemicals from our house. And if we have to, take further moves, we will. But this is the lifestyle is, you don't have to be sick to get better, being proactive instead of reactive, and just making positive changes, whether that is chemicals or toxins, or just making making sure that our bodies are in the right place, and focusing on our sleep and all of those things. And oils do all of those things for us. So it's a really, really good way to kind of start making that switch. And as you start to use these products and implement them in your life, it will become so second nature, and you will find yourself like relying on them so heavily. And that is like an amazing thing, because they're good for us, and they're from nature, and they're healthy, and all of the things we want. Yes. Okay. So this is a business related question. If you guys are interested in the business, we have tons and tons of resources for that. The business side of oils is honestly such a gift. It's so incredible. And if you have, a preconceived notion about whether it's multi-level marketing, or you're not into sales, or you don't like to share with your friends, or you don't want to, you have FOPO, fear of other people's opinions. You don't want to, you're worried about like what people think of you. this business will like has changed my life in so many ways. I never, like when I was a little girl, was like, oh, mommy, I want to sell oils. But the freedom that this has given our family, we were able to retire my husband from his corporate job because of this business. And the feeling of like you can help so many people and serve people. People have needs, and we have like something that fills those needs. So if you are interested in the business, you can either reach out to me, or you just go search in the Facebook groups. There's videos, there's information about it, and tons of stuff there. As far as the resources in the Facebook groups, you can share pretty much anything in there that is created for you guys to share. There's graphics in there. There's classes. We have a whole group called the Sunday Social that is all like graphics for you to share, and like topics and those kinds of things to share on social media. So you don't have to do the business on social media. Obviously it's a free tool to like share with people and get the word out, but there's a lot of people that do this business just person to person. Obviously not right now, given the times, but if you are doing it on social media, there's a plethora of resources and just so much encouragement that way. Okay, yes, the Copaiba is on sale this month, which is an awesome oil for like teething and that kind of thing. But because it's a promo, you can only do what's called a shop order. It's like a one-time order versus adding it to your monthly order. Somebody asked about that. Okay, shipping rates. So funny you should ask. The shipping rates right now, I can't remember. It's like $6.99 depending on where you live. But starting September 1st, it is free shipping over $100 order. So that's amazing, and something that we've been waiting to come out, because who in the world likes to pay for shipping anymore? Like, we are an Amazon nation, right? So free shipping over $100 starting, I believe September 1st is the day. So stay tuned for that. And I think that's it, you guys. Any other questions before we jump off? Hopefully you guys learned something. Always reach out to me if you need anything. If you don't have your starter kit, click back over to my Instagram. There's a link there, or just send me a message and I can help you get your kit. And we welcome you guys. One other really quick thing I want to say before I jump off, you guys all have a link, whether you're doing the business or not. Like, you just have a referral link and you will get $50 anytime a friend signs up, or a family member, or whoever. So if you need your link, let me know. But one other thing to note about that is that make sure you plug your people in. So if you sign somebody up, let's just say your best friend comes over and smells your amazing Citrus Fresh in your diffuser. You're like, oh girl, get yourself an oils kit. Like, make sure that you add her to our Facebook group so that she can be supported and feel like she knows, all the things, what's going on, so that we are not leaving other people in the dust as well. All right. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful evening. Appreciate you guys hanging out, and we'll talk soon.